Hi there, Chris here with another recent New Zealand vinyl finds video. My first since February, other than the Dig in Melbourne video showing what I picked up on a recent trip there. So this isn't everything, this is just some highlights that I've picked up over the last couple of months. Starting off with what we're listening to now. This is Levitating Churches, a band featuring a couple of New Zealanders but based in Melbourne. This is kind of dirty rock and roll. I think Matt Middleton is the dude's name. He used to be in the band Slave Trader. Sean here, it was in a number of bands I used to see around Dunedin, and I used to see him around the place all the time. And their self-titled LP, they've also got a 7-inch out and are playing out around a lot around Melbourne at the moment. So actually picked this one up at a store over there, Missing Link, which is a great shop in Melbourne. Lots of New Zealand stuff in there too. Clap Clap Riot. This is nice indie guitar rock. Great cover, nice matte cover. The photos taken on a tour of the US, where they also produced videos for songs from this LP. The album's produced by Cody Nielsen of the Mint Chicks and Opossum, and which adds some kind of different textures to it that you would expect from his production. Really catchy songs. Great album actually. Looking good on white vinyl, and it's a limited pressing, numbered pressing of 300, got number 28 there. This is from New York, 4 New Zealanders working in the US. Yumi Zuma, I think you say it. I'm not sure of the pedigree of all of them. One was in a band called Bang Bang Etch, which are a real noisy punk band. This isn't. This is kind of electronic pop, a 4-track EP on WaihekeRecords. The first 100 copies will apparently come with a hand-printed screen cover. This is what we got with it. So not awe-inspiring, but yeah. So look out for more from them. Also on a New York label, this Wellington trio, Terror of the Deep. This is their EP Gideon. Death of the Gideon, sorry. Recorded in 2012 but only just released on New York label Selection Records. I'm not sure how that came about. It's a 5-track EP of jangly guitar pop, kind of a la Flying Nun in the 1980s. So if that's your thing, this is worth checking out. It's available through Bandcamp, terrorofthedeep.bandcamp.com, or a few stores around the country, though not everywhere. Away from the guitar and rock and roll for a minute, Carnivorous Plant Society. This just kind of popped up on the Flying Out website, which is a great web store, and this music composed by Finn Scholes. It's kind of, what is it? It's kind of kind of jazz. Yeah, I suppose. About 14 different people playing on here, all instrumental. It's really nice. There's a lot going on. Lots of ideas, and yeah, I've been playing this a lot. I'm impressed by it. Carnivorous Plant Society, the self-titled and self-released album. A bit of a labour of love, I think. It was recorded over quite a long period, I think over the last few years, and only just got a release now. Also staying away from the rock and roll for a minute longer, Sal Valentine and the Baby Shakes. This is kind of big, brassy, big band, soul and jazz. This is up front and unashamed. A nice yellow vinyl. I think you know, great live experience, Sal Valentine and the Baby Shakes, and that exuberance comes through on the LP as well. And kind of, I suppose the exuberance is encapsulated in the cover there as well. Our Auckland band. Another Auckland band from West Auckland, Jackal, Castle in the Air, their self-titled LP. Kind of just going to show that vinyl doesn't have to be expensive. They did get 500 of these pressed, which is a lot of records for a New Zealand band, but it only cost them $6 a unit, so they're selling these at shows for $10 or in the stores for $15, which is kind of half the price of most albums. It's, what is it, it's kind of stoner, psych, proggy, rock, a bit of all of those, maybe not all in the same track at once, a bit of variation, you know, kind of and they've done a nice job of it. Sounds great, nice brown splatter vinyl. I like the cover artwork on this actually, and yeah, very much a kind of a self-released affair, but well worth checking out. I think you can get that on Bandcamp as well, and I've seen it on sale or return in some stores like Real Groovy in Auckland. Some 7-inches, also from West Auckland on WaihekeRecords. A 7-inch 33 RPM EP of punk rock from both sides of the Tasman. Side A is the Aussie side, side B the New Zealand side, featuring Gripper, Generation Dead and Electric Mayhem. So WaihekeRecords, he brings punk rock records into the country for distribution and sale, but also has put out a few releases, and yeah, doing a nice job. This is also on coloured vinyl, kind of a purple pink vinyl, Cobber side, Shure side, New Zealand side, and yeah, how would you describe the punk on here? This is kind of, you know, punk and roll, kind of in that kind of, you know, kind of bogan punk rock kind of area. Sorry, little insert there. I like the little, you know, photocopied inserts. Just suits the punk rock aesthetic. Nice silkscreen sleeve there. Also, this is I don't know if I might have shown this. Apologies if I have. A German label, Zell Records, has got it together with Power Tool Records from West Auckland, and started to release vinyl. Power Tool have put out great music for years, but not on vinyl. So this is the first release from Zell and Power Tool. This is a 7-inch from Vaughan. I think he's from Wellington. It's Flint and Tinder and Repentance Song. It's really good. Highly recommend it. This is a split 7-inch Boy Crush, who put out another split 7-inch with Grayson Gilmore. His new album's coming soon, but Boy Crush, and the other side is watercolours. So the Boy Crush side features watercolours doing vocals. It's kind of ethereal, kind of pop, as is her stuff, maybe with a bit more beats. Yeah, this is really good, and again available through the Flying Out web store. And finally, 2 from 112 Records, an Auckland label, who are just doing putting out a bunch of really exciting, really great garage punk releases. First up, the Cavemen, juvenile delinquents backed with Swamp Thing, a teenage band who've been around for a year. They're bratish, they're obnoxious, so's the music, great garage punk, and silk-screened sleeves. It's the way that they do things at 112. So they have with this one a split single again of garage punk, Cool Runnings with the song Cool Death, and on the other side the Admiral with Bother Me. Anything out on 112 I'd recommend. They're doing some really exciting stuff. So yeah, thanks very much for watching a recent vinyl, all New Zealand material, and keep an eye out for more videos coming, radio shows. You can check out facebook.com/countingthebeat, and you'll find it all there, or countingthebeat.gen.nz for all the videos and radio shows. Cheers.